Consider earning an additional $1,000 per month. Okay, it's a reasonable sum of money, but the best part about this money is that you don't have to exert extra effort to get it. Every month, it is deposited in your bank account. That is the essence of dividend investing. It's referred to as passive income. You don't have to work for this income right now. In this video, I'd want to discuss how we can attain this aim. How can we get $1,000 per month in passive income from dividends? And regardless of what you say or how high your financial aspirations are, $1,000 is a fair lot of money, especially when it comes from without having to make any extra effort. But before that, welcome to Investing Wise Academy. This is Jules. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to be updated for more upcoming videos like this. The only effort you must make now is the first upfront task of mastering dividend investing. So, what dividend approach do we employ? How does we choose the best companies? And how do we get started in the first place? And the issue with getting started is that many folks look at this 1,000 a month milestone and think I'll never get there. That's too difficult. It appears to be an achievable aim. However, it is evident that these folks have not been educated about compound interest, the world's eighth wonder. You don't have to start earning $1,000 a month right now. No, you begin small. You start rolling that small snowball that fits in your hand at first. However, as you push it down the slope and it gains speed, it becomes easier and larger until it explodes into a giant snowball that can't be stopped. You may begin with just a few shares paying $1 or $2 every month or a quarter. Still, that $1 or $2 begins to accumulate and expand on its own, and you can use it to acquire additional shares, and it becomes easier and larger as time passes. So, where do we begin? How do we choose the first top quality dividend equities from which to expand and grow? I have few things I'd like to share with you. We'll use McDonald's shares as an example of this. So, the first item I'd look at is the projected dividend and payout ratio. So the future dividend is the number of dividends you will get each year. In this scenario, $5 may not seem like much, but remember the concept I mentioned previously, compound interest can accomplish beautiful things. All you have to do is to get the snowball rolling. As a result, the 4 dividends equals $5. McDonald's now has dividend yield of 2.3%. That's not regarded as awful in today's market. The second thing you should look at is their profits. As you can see, it is now 6.33, which indicates McDonald's and the 6.33 per share per year. So they give out $5 with the remaining $1.33 used to reinvest and build their firm. You must now ensure that earnings are regularly greater than dividend disbursements. You don't want them spending more than they make since it indicates they're depleting their balance sheets and savings. In general, it is not a positive indicator. Normally, I'd want to see at least 30% of earnings reinvested and utilized to build the firm with the remainder handed out as dividends. Another item I look at before purchasing is the dividend history. In general, you want a company that you can look back on and observe dividend increases over time. So looking at McDonald's, it's not that horrible. They've risen dramatically in the last 12 years, from 1.14 to 4.95. However, one thing to keep an eye out for is that they did reduce their payout during the last recession, which isn't the best indication right now. So let's start with the distribution and see what kind of dividend yield we're talking about. Next, examine their dividend history to see how dependable they are. The following stage is one that I frequently see dividend investors overlook. Consider the company's quality and how it will look in 5 to 10 years. Will their business model remain strong? Are they the firm that outperforms their competition or loses to them? I don't want any middle-of-the-road corporation. In general, you want those at the top. Buy companies with a strong competitive advantage, Warren Buffett advises. I'll show you a handful more instances later on. But the fact is, you don't need another $200 to purchase McDonald's shares and begin dividend investing. Instead, you may start modestly with equities like Bank of America, which costs $25 per share. Coca-Cola, $50 per share, AT&T, 30 cents per share. There are many lower price equities to begin with and develop from, but you need to develop the habit of investing your money rather than spending it on frivolous purchases. For example, Consider how much money you would save if you didn't buy that daily coffee at Starbucks. You could make one at home instead. Or imagine how much money you would have for investing if you stopped purchasing stupid items on Amazon or eating avocado on toast. If you think about it, you have a lot of extra money that you might use for dividend investment. Instead, it was squandered. To achieve your objective of $1,000 in dividend each month, you must adjust your behaviors. Instead of thinking, I'm so happy to spend this money, every paycheck comes in. I can wait to invest it in more Disney stock, Pepsi, or whatever stock you find value in. The investment attitude is vastly different from that of the average individual. The average individual receives a short-term delight, but the investor may achieve long-term goals like $1,000 in dividends every month. It's a choice between passive income and feeling happy in the near term. Determine the one you want and then go after it. It's all up to you. But let us return to original target of $1,000 in monthly dividends. I've already demonstrated what to look for in a dividend stock. I've taught you how to get started with the right mentality. But first, let me show you several dividend stocks that I like and think are a good place to start. 3M. 3M is a stock that provides a respectable 3.5% dividend yield, and they've grown their yearly dividend for more than 61 years in a row. As a result, it's safe to claim that their dividend is consistent. 3M is now trading at roughly $170 per share with a market valuation of almost $100 billion. The corporation may be utilized to diversify your portfolio by exposing it to a variety of industries such as U.S. healthcare, consumer products, and worker safety. They manufacture about 60,000 different items under various labels. As a result, it is diverse. PepsiCo Incorporated. PepsiCo is another stock I like. A well-known corporation's dividend yield is 3%, and they have grown dividends for 48 straight years. So, once again, that dividend is relatively reliable. They operate in a consumer staples industry, selling, unsurprisingly, Pepsi. However, they also own Gatorade, Doritos, Cheetos, Lay's, Mountain Dew, and many other multi-billion-dollar trademarks. Once again, a reliable firm to own. So these are just few examples of equities you might wish to start with if you're new to dividend investing. First, of course, you want to be sure that you comprehend the stocks before purchasing anything. Those who do not understand usually lose in the long run, believe me on this. So the idea to earn $1,000 per month in dividends while remaining entirely passive, how much money do we need to invest in total to acquire this? I want to be realistic here. I don't want to be like those other channels that claim it's simple. Since it's difficult, you must put in the effort and time. So let me show you how much you need to invest in obtaining $1,000 in monthly dividends. So let's assume that our regular dividend yields roughly 3% yearly. That indicates that if we invest $100,000, we will receive $3,000 yearly for the next 3 years. So we would need to invest $400,000 to earn $12,000 each year, which is $8,000 every month. Also, remember that many companies only pay quarterly dividends, which might be $3,000 every 3 months. Many would look at this amount and conclude, nah, it's impossible to get $400,000 invested in the stock market. But, gentlemen, it is possible. Consider the snowball effect once more. When you first start a snowball, it is little, but after it starts rolling, it grows quite large. This is why the famous book written by Warren Buffett was titled The Snowball Effect, to demonstrate the same premise. Most people won't even bother knowing about it, let alone doing it, but those who do not wind up making $1,000 every month in passive income. You can just be good, average, or lousy investor. You must aim to become a high-quality investor capable of identifying firms at the top of their field, and will remain so in 3, 5, and 10 years. Now you must be able to select firms with consistent dividend payments, a solid history, and of course, a solid future with dividend payments. You want firms with strong CEOs such as Steve Jobs in the past or Jeff Bezos now. As an investor, you must research and ensure that you understand these many components. First, however, you must begin somewhere. You have to start by being a lousy investor from time to time. Stop playing video games and start studying about investment instead. Perhaps you should quit squandering money on parties and instead invest in dividend stocks. That's how you build a dividend portfolio and eventually earn thousands of dollars in passive income each month. Like me, I don't see a game and I don't party. But I tell you what I do, I invest money. And that's it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Again, this is Jules, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.